What's up, everybody? This is Danny from with New York Rangers on the ice for Game 4 pregame from Out of the Box Sports Network. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm really excited for the game tonight, so let's get talking about the game. Eileen C says, "Go Rangers! Go Rangers!" Insane Wrestling says, "Let's go Devils! Boo! Boo!" But I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the game last game. Unfortunately, they lost in overtime. So it's on to another game. Time to get a 3-1 lead, and that's really what I'm looking for tonight. The Rangers really need to have a bounce back game. Their power play was absolute garbage. Besides the first one, I thought they played a good game overall. Unfortunately, it it just doesn't go your way every time. When you let a team hang around, you don't bury them and put them away. Unfortunately, it's 2-1, but I'm glad to be up 2-1. And for this game, I expect more same from the Devils. I think they need to test Schmid a little more, though. I think that they really didn't test him a whole lot. They really, make him work. Shooting right into him. Their power play just was not effective. They just, for some reason, they were really pass happy. They just too cute, in their own zone. You got to shoot the puck on net when when you have an opportunity. As we know, it can go in anytime. You just got to get the puck on net. So I think the Rangers need to make an adjustment. And if they get on the power play, they better take advantage. Otherwise, I could see the Devils winning this game again. You really got to put them away. Fuzzy Panther says Rangers, Smangers. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Well, the Canes play tonight. I think the Canes play tonight. I think they're like up 3-1 or something. I haven't really focused on that series. I focused on my series. Uh, I was kind of upset last night, but I'm over it. New game. If you can get a 3-1 lead, I'll be perfectly happy with the Rangers. Dave Yarnell says big game 4 tonight. I'm taking you guys in blue tonight. I hope. I just hope they get a win. Uh, I would like them to just take advantage of their opportunities and shoot the puck. Don't get pass happy. The Rangers play well in their defensive zone, but they need to figure out Schmidt and probably test him a little more. Even though he had like 35, 36 shots, they didn't have a lot of great chances. And on that last power play, Panarin had a chance to bury one. He totally missed the net wide, like by 5 feet. Like all night they were missing the net. Zibanejad, I thought would show up last game. He hasn't really showed up. But whatever the Devils did, it worked. They played much better in the front of their own net. Let's see. Mako Spencer says, "Hey Dan, if the Rangers continue to win, or can they end up playing the Lightning? Yeah, they could end up playing the Lightning if they make the Eastern Conference Final, because the brackets it's bracketed now. It's not 1 through 8. It's bracket. So since it's a bracket, you kind of get matched up with your division a whole lot. And there's one, like it's going to be the Islanders, or the Canes next. But if they make the Eastern Conference Final and the Lightning do, they will play the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I wouldn't mind another shot at them, to be honest, because last year the Rangers had a chance to advance and they just couldn't beat them. Sorry about that. TJ says, "Let's get fired up, Devils fans. Good luck to the Devils again. They played a real good game. They played a lot better in the front of their own net. Schmid played well, but it's only one game. I'd like to see if the Rangers have a response for him and try and test him a little more, do something different, get him moving. The problem with the Rangers were, especially on the power play, they didn't move around a lot. They weren't moving. They were kind of like like at a standstill. And you got to get movement if you want the goaltender to move around. And I think that's the only way you're going to score on Schmidt is, if you get opportunities, you got to bury them. And going 0 for 5 on the power play is just not good enough compared to the way they played in the previous games. Um, Ian St. Messelin says, "Elo Day scared the Bruins. He wants Tampa. I don't care who they play. You know, just advance. As long as they get to the Eastern Conference Final, be it Tampa, be it the Leafs by some miracle. I think the Leafs actually won the other night. Be it Boston, it doesn't make a difference. As long as you're there, that's what matters." Tia says, "How about Danny's New York Ranger Blues background?" Oh, I don't think it's too bad. I kind of like it. I kind of, you know, Meiko helped me do it. So, all credit to him. He's the one to create it, and it looks great. And, you know, I think it looks pretty good. Eileen C says, "I like it." Yep. Like I just decided to do the stream randomly, but as for the Devils, they took advantage of their opportunities on the power play when they had to. The Rangers let him hang around. Let's see. Let's see. So who scores tonight? I think Hughes is going to have another goal for the Devils, but I'm going to say Mika Zibanejad will score a goal. Will score his first playoff goal because he's a real good player and he kind of was like a no-show. So I think he's going to score a goal. Um, that's who I'm picking to score the first Rangers goal. But they got to shoot the puck a lot more. They were way too cute in their offensive zone, especially on the power play. Pass, 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 pass. You can't be that way if you want to score on the power play, and they weren't in the first couple of games. But it's almost like the power play with Kane, Zibanejad, Kreider, Fox, and Panarin just didn't work before the season started. They were like 3 for their last 30 going into the playoffs. And that's what it reminds me of. For some reason, when it doesn't work, it's horrible. And their power play got worse and worse and worse. Eileen says, I want to see how the Rangers respond. So do I. I think that Eager overrated Shesterkin. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Shesterkin's been fine. He's given up less than 2 goals in like 11 straight playoff games. So that's not too bad. TJ says, Danny, I know it's not NHL, but I have to ask you and Paul, what are your thoughts on the Rogers deal? I think it's about time. I think that I don't think it's a bad move for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think it's a bad move for the Jets. They really have a lot in place. Their defense is good. Their offensive line's all right. They have weapons. They have run it. They have so it's okay if they trade a pick, but all they're missing is a quarterback. With Rodgers, they'll make the playoffs. I think with Aaron Rodgers, they'll make the playoffs. They may give up a little much, but the other pick is conditional, and they don't have too many pieces to really put in there. So I think it's a good move, and it's about time. Maker says, "Okay, sweet. If they do, I have the official Tampa Bay broadcast joining you throughout a couple of episodes during the series. That'd be awesome. I mean, that'd be really cool. To be able to have another fan on here or someone else that does content or covers the other team we're playing. I think that'd be interesting to bounce questions off each other. It's always nice when you can do that. But that sounds like a great idea, Miko. I look forward to it, and I hope the Rangers get that far. Obviously, Devils fans hope it's the Devils. You know, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight and the rest of the way. Comment Tommy says, my time Matt Danny only feels questions about DJ Goatsworth, also known as Danny Dimes. Well, it's not a giant show, so I thought he did it right, but I'm looking for more production from him, especially with Waller. And if they get a wide receiver in the draft, that'd be great. Also, keep in mind we're going to have the draft show on Thursday at 7:30, and then Big Blue Power is going to do second and third round starting at 7 on Friday. T says, I want to see Devils Royals in the final. Well, I sure don't, because that means the Rangers, got bounced out again when I had higher expectations. But you can't win them all. I think the Devils did gain some confidence, but as you know, they got to win tonight. Let's see another comment here. He says, why did the Kings let their foot off the gas? I agree. I mean, I think they had a chance. Leland, Lynch, I thought they had a chance to to seal the game, and they just didn't do it. And they gave up a goal late, with less than 5 minutes left or something like that. But you can't leave team wide open. Once McDavid splits your defense like that, you kind of get exposed a little bit. So, but I think that's going 6 or 7 games. That Kings Oilers series. Both teams seem to be able to respond, back and forth. Says, I'm not crazy. LOS says, it's Jordan Love's season, folks. Yeah, we'll see how he does. He only sat for how many seasons? I know you were flipping out. You were flipping out when they made that pick. But let's see what he has. I mean, I'm very interested to see how he does. It was time to move on from Rodgers. It was just time. The way he's been behaving the past couple of seasons, like his attitude kind of sucks. But we'll see. What's in store for the Packers. I'm very interested to see how Jordan Love does. Let's see. Tammy Schneck says, "Stat: Leon Draisaitl has been on the ice for all 14 goals the Oilers have scored in this series. Incredible. He's unbelievable. Draisaitl's an unbelievable player. That's why if you're going to beat the Oilers, you better put him away. You better get up by like like even 2 goals is not safe with them because they're so great on offense. It's like I had a feeling either on the power play or like when they had a late power play they're going to score. Or like, but they ended up scoring 5-on-5. TJ says I think the Oilers outplayed them in the last half of the game. I agree with that because didn't the Kings have like a multiple goal lead? I'm pretty sure they're up 3-0, 3-0 in the game. It was 3-1. You better respond and keep scoring to keep up with them. Otherwise, they'll come back and kill you. TJ says him and McDavid are the most dangerous scorers in the NHL. Yeah, like that's the thing. If you could like kind of, you're never going to stop them. But if you could slow them down slightly and take advantage, you better take advantage of your opportunities on the power play, on odd man rushes. You better bury those chances. Otherwise, you leave the risk of them coming back on you. Because all it takes is McDavid. It's just one little move in a split second, they'll score a goal. Like like I don't like playing them. Like if it was Rangers Oilers, I'd be worried about that because no matter who you play, McDavid's unbelievable. Jay says, yeah, 3-0. Like I thought the Kings were going to win. I really did. I didn't think they played a bad game, but like Leland Lynch said, they let their foot off the gas just a little bit, little bit. It's the same in the Rangers Devils game. The Rangers had plenty of opportunities to get more than a 1-goal lead. I knew a 1-goal lead wasn't safe, and went 0 for 5 on the power play. It got worse and worse and worse and worse, and they didn't shoot. They kind of became like they look like the Devils power play in games 1 and 2. TJ, that's what they look like. They look just like that. So, well, we'll see how it goes tonight. But that Oilers Kings series is a great series. Even the Minnesota Dallas series, I think, is now tied up. That's a really good series. I think the Canes are going to advance versus the Islanders. The Islanders won 5-1, and then I think the Canes won the next game. TJ says, "Do you think the Rangers come out very physical in the game tonight to try to set the tone early? Can the Devils outquick them? Yeah, well, I'll answer it in 2 parts. The first part is I think they're going to come out and be physical, but I think they're not going to be as cute as they were earlier in the game. I thought they just were a little bit too pass happy. They had some great opportunities to take shots and didn't. And when they had the opportunities, they missed the net. Like it was just a very off night for them offensively. They had 36 shots, but they didn't really put them in danger. But yeah, if you're too aggressive, the Devils will make you pay. But also, the Devils have to be careful about being too aggressive because if they get too desperate and too aggressive, which they were good at last night, they were kind of balanced. The Rangers can do the same thing to them. The Rangers may not have speed, but if you give them an odd man rush with certain players on the ice, they may score a goal, especially with the way Crier's playing and Zabaj has not been playing. But you have to be aggressive, but you have to like if you're gonna make a check, you better make sure you connect. You better make sure it connects. Otherwise, the Devils would score quick, and they had some opportunities like that. Let's see. Sorry. Meg Malky says so many OT games. I know. Like back when the Rangers played the Kings, they lost 3 overtime games and 1 double overtime game. Getting to your comments here. Tommy Max says the Devils can't find actual scoring. Well, the Devils have a power play goal, 1 overtime goal, 1 penalty shot goal, and 1 power play goal. They have 1 even strength goal in this series, and that's it. So that's still not that great for them. If they can't fix that, it's not gonna go their way every game. Like last game, I think the Rangers are gonna try and respond, try and be more focused. I didn't think the Rangers played a bad game at all. I thought they played a good game. But if you let team hang around, sooner or later they might beat you in overtime. I didn't want it to go to overtime. Maker says, I'm taking the Rangers tonight, and with Kreider scoring anytime on my parlay. Yeah, Kreider has 2 goals, and a goal. So that's the one guy they need to focus on. TJ says, Devils have to score 5 on 5. Not exactly. But the Rangers have scored 5 on 5 somewhat, but The Devils need to figure that out. That's what the Rangers have still done a good job at. They've still defended well. They've played solid. The offense just wasn't clicking last game. It just wasn't happening. Just you can just tell. Tyler says, that's right, not sustainable. Exactly. You better take advantage of your opportunities. Like if the Raiders go and have 5 power plays and don't score in any of them, I think that's a bad sign for them. The worst thing that could happen is your power play plays great, but I do think that the Raiders power play, I don't think you guys should have Kane and Panarin on the line. You should switch them, just like the regular lines. CT says, it's unreal how I type something here. Dio says it before he sees it. Well, I see the comments and I know it's coming up. So, yeah, maybe I should just wait. But let's see, Leafs Lightning. That's an excellent. That's a good series. I'm rooting for the Leafs, Meg. I'm really rooting for the Leafs. Meg also says, huge game for Toronto. I mean, are they going to be able to get past Tampa Bay? Like they seem to run into Tampa Bay every year and get knocked out by Tampa Bay every single year for like the last 6 years or something. But that's why I don't like the brackets. The bracket system sucks. I hate it. The 1 through 8 is the best. I think they can. I think they won the other night. I think them winning makes us can the Leafs win a series in the playoffs? I would hope so. I mean, they're not a bad hockey team. like I have one of my good friends is a Leafs fan and he's very pessimistic all the time. But Tampa Bay just seems to be that team that is a thorn in their side. They can get a win tonight. That'd be huge. Mick says, I think not, but we shall see. Yep, pessimist. Yep, very pessimistic. A lot, a lot of Leafs are like that, and I totally understand because they just can't get over the hump. They'll have a good team and get knocked out. And Tampa Bay seems to be that team. Seems to be their nemesis. Maybe if they can get by them, maybe they could advance a little further. Mick says some teams just choke it. Yeah, it's like they're cursed. It's like the Red Sox in baseball. Um, Not the Eagles. I wouldn't say the Eagles were cursed, but the Indians are still cursed in baseball. Maker says Leafs are favorites tonight. 1.5. I would think so. Are they home? Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. I haven't really been focused on this. Are they home or away tonight? Because they're away, right? They're at Tampa, I think, because it's 2-1. I think it says is Hyman the MVP of the Kings Orioles series? I would say yeah. I'd say yeah, he's playing well. He was also a Leaf. I'm pretty sure he's a good player. I like him. I think he's a really solid player. Miko says, yeah, in Tampa, the fact that they're able to get a win in Tampa is what's surprising me. I thought they were going to lose another game, but to win there is big for them. TJ says, one of the greatest NHL traditions in the AHL tomorrow night. The Oilers faithful sing the Canadian anthem. I hope that fires up follows the Oilers up and puts them over the top. Yeah, you hope so. I mean, for the Oilers, they got the Eastern Conference Final last year, so you really hope that that they can get over the hump. Malky says Hyman hasn't been playing his best, but he came up big last night. I mean, that was a big goal. Sometimes it's not your main guys that would you redeem. It's your your second and third line guys. I think he's on the second line. So it's pretty good. She just says it's almost like home ice advantage doesn't exist in the NHL. Yeah, yeah, it's quite it's actually crazy how the playoffs go. The sometimes the playoffs are just I don't know, they're very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. But as for the game tonight, I hope the Rangers can respond. Just took the Rangers tonight. We'll see if they win. We shall see if they if they can pull it off. Because if they can get up 3-1, that that means they get 3 shots. That really puts the Devils in a hole. I think that so. But I just want to read one of our sponsors real quick because you need sponsors. So I just want to read our sponsor real quick. Monkey Cold Coffee. Monkey Cold Coffee makes great flavor infused coffee, and get your use the promo code OOTBS OOTB Sports at the checkout to get 10% off of your order. They make a great bourbon chocolate infused coffee. They also have a toasted almond coming out. So get yourself some good coffee, Monkey Cold Coffee, and use the promo code OOTB Sports at the checkout. I got more comments here. Let's see. Sorry. Okay. And same as Hollywood says, it doesn't matter about the other 7 teams. It's all about the Bruins. Yeah. Boo, boo, boo. That's all I gotta say about the Bruins. But the Bruins have been impressive without Bergeron. I saw something on the broadcast last night that he's been like watching the games and like contacting the coach, telling him what he sees and stuff like that. He's a great player. Just look how many Ranger fans will be in the arena tonight. I would hope so. It kind of. Meg Malky says I disagree, CJ. I think that's about the comment. Home ice doesn't exist. You know, I mean it depends. Um, Joe Sullivan, MSG should be rocking. I hope so. Yeah, I think if you're playing at the Garden, I think it was a little bit of a letdown, but you know it is what it is. Some teams are better on the road. Some teams are better at home. Tommy Max says Shesterkin under 28. I'm going to say under tonight. Tia says, yeah, not as many dominant home teams in the playoffs. It seems like 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 the Rangers went to New Jersey, won 2 in a row in dominant fashion. Then you had a tight game, which is the way I thought the game would go. I thought that's how the game would go. I thought it would be game 2. I thought it would be a tight game, but that's what I expected from this series. Megaron says, look at the whiteout in the stands in Winnipeg, all white. Winnipeg is solid. I mean, they have Hellebuck, they have a solid goaltender. I don't think they're a bad team at all. Mango says, Monkey Cold Coffee Coconut Rum will be dropping Wednesday at midnight. Yeah, I can't wait to try it. Eileen says, boo, boo, booins and devils. I thought the Devils responded well. Leo says, Trevor Moore disappeared in the second half last night. I'm not as familiar with the NBA and all the players. What team does he play for? Leland Lynch? I used to watch the NBA like crazy, but nowadays, not as much as I used to like religiously as a kid. Megnock says after 3 games, I still think our defense is weak. That's the one low point for the Oilers. Yeah, the Oilers need to outscore teams. I don't think their blue line is the best. I think they can get it done, but obviously they depend on Draisaitl and McDavid to produce. And that's the thing that last year and this year, they're producing way more. Oh, the Kings, yeah. Yeah. What's that series? Because I know that the Kings played outstanding the first 2 games. I really like that guy, uh, Duran. What's his name? I can't remember his name. No, this is a hard place to play, Day. Yeah, it is. It is a hard place to play. Playing on the road is not easy, and the Devils got it done the last night. The Kings, yeah, the Kings game. Oh, LA Kings. Well, you said second half. So when you say second half, I'm thinking basketball, not hockey. Leland. But the Kings are a good young team. I just think that the Oilers have more firepower than they have. A lot more offense. And if you don't put them away and get up multiple goals and take advantage of your opportunities, you are not going to beat them because they're so good offensively, like I said. But someone mentioned what I think is going to happen. I think the Rangers will respond and win a close game. I don't think it'll go overtime. I'll say like 3-2 Rangers. I think that it's going to be back and forth. I'm interested to see if Schmid plays as well as he did, and also how they play in front of their own net. They seem like they're going to be all right, but the Rangers need to respond and make some adjustments and take advantage of their opportunities when they come. But the players have been awesome so far. A lot of unexpected stuff. The Leafs finally won a game in Tampa. I don't know if they've ever won a game in Tampa like that often in the playoffs. So, you know, it just happens. See another comment here. Everyone says, last time Oilers overcame a 3-0 deficit with the infamous Game 3 in Round 1 versus Dallas on April 20th, 1997. Kelly Bushberger, did I say that right? Won it in OT, and 26 years and 3 days later, Zach Hyman is the OT hero. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting fact. Yeah, I wouldn't know that because I don't, you know, I'm not an Oilers fan, so I don't follow them. But that's a good bit of information, Meg. I always like those little tidbits, like that's why I like watching the home broadcast for the Rangers. They'll bring up that kind of stuff. The first time since this, or record breaking stuff, or interesting stats and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. But good luck to the Devils tonight, and good luck to everybody else's team that's playing tonight. I really want to see the Leafs win. Uh, like I know TJ and other people are hoping the Leafs win. It would be nice to see them at least do something, because they haven't had a bad team. They've been one of the top teams in the East. They just can't get over the hump. They just can't seem to do it. So, let's see if they can take another step forward in doing that tonight. But what's everyone's prediction for this game for the Rangers Devils? I say Rangers 3-2. I think it'll be close. I think they'll respond. I'm hoping they'll go for 5 on the power play. Says Meg says huge goal in Oilers history. Yeah, it seems like it. It's the Oilers haven't won in a long time. Stacy Baker says Rangers 4-2. TJ says Devils 1-0. I'd be pissed if that happens. Lily says Rangers 2-1. Yeah, I'd be kind of unhappy if that happened. Yeah, I say 3-2 Rangers. Not trying to be a homer. I just think that they've responded in the past, and I think they'll respond. But I have a feeling it's going to go 6 or 7. It's just a feeling, because even if they're down 3-1, I think the Devils can win Game 5. We'll see what happens tonight. It's a pivotal game. Either the Devils get some huge momentum going home, or the Rangers did a real stranglehold. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from 3-1. Meg says Rangers 4-1. TJ says the Schmidinator with clean sheet tonight. Bet the mortgage, Tommy. Oh, this is crazy. Tommy Max says 6-4 Devils. That would be wild. That would be like the Pens last year. Like when the Rangers played the Pens, they gave up like 6 and like 7 goals, like 2 games in a row. I don't know if Shesterkin is going to be letting in 6 goals. I can see 3, but 6, I don't know about that. Last 11 games in a row, he's given up 2 or less in the playoffs. So, but they did what they did last time. I think on the one goal, he's kind of screened a little bit. But you can't let the Devils hang around. You got to put a team away when you get a chance to put a team away. Just want to talk about one more sponsor here. 1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Big Al, Jason Fine. Call Jason 24/7 directly at 267 962-4895, or Paul at 267-303-7324 for a free consultation. or call Paul as well. He covers the Pittsburgh area. They also cover Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, PA. So if you ever need help with a lawyer, give them a call, and Big Al will help you out. All right, I'll come here. All right. Meg Malky says, I hope the Jets win. I'd love to see them advance. I like the Jets. With a goalie like Hellebuck, they always got a chance in a game. They have the goaltending. I think they're kind of like a sleeper. I think they're a pretty solid hockey team. Tommy says, that's why his saves are going under. Yeah, I just want the Rangers to score more offensively. I think that's what they need to do. They need to try to get the first goal. Try to get up a couple of goals, and it'll put more pressure on the Devils. TJ says, "I hope. Oh my God, I hope you mean Winnipeg Jets. She means the Winnipeg Jets. I'm positive. I'm positive that's what Meg meant." I don't know. You'd have to ask. What do you want to? What do you want to advertise the Bruins, Tommy Mac? Something. Tommy Mac says, "I'll advertise on here." Well, what are we advertising? You have to talk to Meiko about that. I don't know the first thing about that, so I don't know. I cannot answer your question. I will ask and get back to you about it. Yeah, I think, but like I said, I think Schmidt played a real good game. I think it was smart, but I don't agree with the announcers that, oh my God, it's such an amazing move. It was an obvious move. It was obvious when your goaltender gives up 9 goals in the first 2 games, you got to make a change. You have no choice. So it's not some like wizardry move by Lindy Ruff. It's an obvious thing they had to do. I mean, Winnipeg, yes, I'll cheer for any Canadian team but the Leafs. Boo hoo, Leafs. I don't mind the Leafs. TJ says Tommy has a laundry that specializes in clutching. Oh man. I only see Danny has distracted me from doing it. I guess. Uh, tell me. Um, TJ says, "LOL at the Leafs, ha ha ha. LOL, but the Leafs, ha ha ha." I know TJ's pulling for the Leafs. I think he mentioned that to me yesterday. I think a lot of people are. They've had such like bad things happen to them. I'm telling you, so was this a massage parlor? Meg Macri says another cool stat. Since 1980, teams who have overcome a 3-goal deficit to win a playoff game have a series record of 45-17. Edmonton's 4-0 when they do. That's pretty good odds. Let's hope it works out for them. TJ says, poor Botroli, Leafs, Vikes, Notre Dame. I feel sorry for. And I'm always rooting for Notre Dame too. I don't mind them at all. Out of the box says OTB Sports has 3-tier advertising, something for any budget. Contact Meiko at 267-303-7324. Let's see. And I did not say I'm grasping at straws. That's just it's a huge goal last night. Because if they would have, yeah, I know Jim Hyman's goal. If they would have lost that game, that's some momentum for LA, and it kind of puts them in a tough spot. So I don't think that series. I think it's going 7 games that series. They they've been going back and forth. TJ says, this is interesting. I guess it means that if you come back from 0-3, you're riding momentum. What kind of like, I guess, the Boston Red Sox in 0-4? If you come back from 3-0, the momentum is massive in a situation like that. Just like in the Devils win, even though they're not down 3-0, if they tie the game, figure an agent spot 50 ambulance chaser lawyer ad. Oh my goodness. Oh, those lawyer ads are hilarious. Um, Meg says best of 3 series now for Edmonton. Yeah, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think, like I said, I think it's going to go back and forth. I don't think it's going to end in 6. I think it's going to go. I really think it's going to go 7. Exactly. I kind of feel Mattress Bowl says we let them off the damn hook. We are who they thought they were. We let them off the hook. Denny Green. Oh my god, I remember that. It's like last night. The Rangers could take a 3-0 lead. Now you risk the Devils getting back in the series, and I don't want to think. I don't want to think about it if they lose. She said, "LOL, Eileen, he brought up the song. I did. Sorry. At least he says LOL, but it's the only example I could think of, really. It doesn't happen often. Like it like never happens. Hardly. Maybe I says, I just love cool stats. This year, and Edmonton has broken a lot of records dating back to the '80s. Yeah, well, it's the same for like Chris Kreider. He's like the all-time leader in playoff goals for the Rangers. He could set the record for playoff goals in a single playoff all time. Stuff like that. I like the good stats too. There's a person I follow on Twitter a lot that does all those cool stats, like all that stuff you would never think about. Eileen says, it's okay. I've been trying to find something on my work computer for the last 15 minutes because I'm listening. Yeah, it's tough to work from home. I've worked from home. It's very distracting. It's extremely distracting. Uh, thank you, Eileen. Yes, thank you very much. Um, who do you have in the Stanley Cup and why? From what you've seen so far, mm, I hate to say it's Boston because I think they're really good even without Bergeron. They may get it back. I'm gonna say Boston and Minnesota. That's what I'm gonna say. It's kind of like it'd be crazy if it happens, but I think Minnesota's pretty solid. Yeah, it's tough to really predict anything. I'll probably get it totally wrong. Out of the box where it says OTB Sports is always looking for individuals. Yeah, I mean, if you guys ever want to, any Devils fans want to come on with me, we'll talk about the series or you know anything like that. Always welcome. This is a new thing for me. So, and this Rangers, New York Rangers on the ice, I just said, oh, you know what? I'll randomly do it. See what happens. This time back, the Brewers aren't losing more than 6 playoff games. Maybe, maybe, maybe if we both get my team and your team gets the East Conference Final, maybe we'll give them 4 more. They're not losing another game in the series they're in. I'll agree with that. I think they played exceptional without Bergeron, though. I really do. Matches Ball Meg. Check out the back cave Wednesday at 10 a.m. I talk Kings fun series. Yeah, Ken Fry, does a back cave at 10 a.m. I think it's on Wednesdays. So yeah, Ken does a great show. And then I just want to read one more sponsor here. Not Your Average Janes girls travel softball league. Ken's daughter plays in it. They're always looking for, always looking for help, always looking for donations for equipment. You know how expensive cleats are, how expensive baseball bats are, how expensive the softballs are. So Any donation will be greatly accepted as well on Mention Out of the Box Sports. But contact Ken Fry of the Batcave in Vegas sports scene. He does great 2 shows, and any support is appreciated. So not your average Janes. If you know anybody or want to support them, they're always looking for us. So contact Ken Fry if you want to help out. All right, small comments here. TJ says I can't come on live. I'm far too young, but I'd call in. Yeah, like you can put like a symbol. Like TJ, I thought about you. I'm like, oh, maybe TJ will come on. And from a Devil's fan, maybe Frankie will. You know, but if you want to put like just a picture in front and just your voice, I don't think that would be a problem. You know, let's see. Oh, this is Kenny, our friend Kenny. Meg says, Pronger's wife hated Edmonton. Last time I was this, Pronger was an Oiler. What a great player Chris Pronger was, man. Yeah, he was a great player. Cool matches. Thank you. He does a pretty good show. And Meg, it'll suit you because you're on the West Coast in Canada, I think. So it's earlier there. It's not as late. It's not like 10:30. And he says, yes, I highly recommend Wednesdays with Ken. He puts on a good show. Yeah, everybody puts on a good show. We have extra innings on Tuesday. Tonight I have Joystick Junkies at 8, and the Ranger game's going to be on at the same time. And I'll try not to react to what's going on in that game. Meg says, I'm very passionate Oilers fan who hasn't slept much this whole week. It's nerve wracking. I was kind of pissed the other night when the Rangers lost, but they're up 2-1, so that's all that matters. So, but also, but I'm really looking forward to the game tonight. So, I'm going to finish up in like 5 minutes here, but it should be a great game. Let's see. Yeah, good luck with that. I should be able to do it. I'm gonna have it on the side here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be focused on something else. I'll just hopefully they're not down like 3 goals. It says yeah, we're getting a gaming show at 8. Yeah, yep, yep. I'm doing a post game also. Post game as well. A post game as well. Whenever it ends, even if it's late. Even if they lose, I'll still do a post game. I'll be a trooper. But also keep in mind, I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to the NFL draft, because we're all big football fans. 1 second. Yes, yes, yes. 5 years ago, I would have said no, but yes. But on Thursday, we're going to be doing a live draft show, reacting to the draft 7:30 in the whole first round. Also, on Friday on Big Blue Power, we're also going to be doing at 7 o'clock the second and third round, the entire round. So I'll be on the whole time during the draft. I just need to find a feed like online or something, because I've got a good computer in my room. I don't got my cable in my room. It's just LOL. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have when the teams picks come up on Thursday, we're going to rotate people in and out of the live broadcast. It should be a lot of fun. Reactions are always fun. Obviously it might not go the way we think it's going to go, and then we're going to do second and third round as well. Big Blue Power Hour with me, Evan, and Stacy, and then we'll have other guests on probably. I'm guessing. Just make a good time of it. So, but I'm going to finish up here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for supporting. Subscribe and send a like. I'll be on at some point. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's always funny, like to see people react like the Giants picked Daniel Jones. Giants fans wanted to throw their TV out the window. throw it out the window or throw a brick at their television. I was quite shocked. Uh, so let's see if Jones can prove his worth more so, because I'm looking for more from Jones. I want a little more. Give me like 25 touchdowns, like 6 or 7 rushing. I'll be happy. Says Pat Talk is a pre-draft chat. A pre-draft chat 9 p.m. Wednesday. Yeah, that's all we talk about. We talk about says who's the call in hotline. I don't know if we have a call-in number, to be honest. I would have to ask the head honcho. I am not sure, to be honest. Stacy says she heard. Yep, I did. I mean, I think I mean a different Stacy, the one that does Big Blue Power. Are you a Giants fan? I think it's a different. I think it's a different Stacy. I think same name. You know, I know another Stacy also that cuts my hair. At least it says 1-800 Bruins suck, Tommy. Oh man, the Bruins are playing pretty good. That would be Meiko's number. Yeah, maybe he could put us through, put them through. Okay, all right. I apologize. I apologize. My bad. My bad. All right, everybody. But thanks a lot for joining me tonight. I had a lot of fun. Talking about the game. Good luck to the Devils fans. May the best team win, and I just hope, obviously, the Rangers don't, lose in overtime again and go 0 for 5 on the power play. Oh, to be honest, I have to see the hit on Hathaway actually because I wasn't even watching the game. So I'll tell you, I'll go watch it. I'll tell you what I think about it in a little bit. But I have to go watch because I'm not focused on every game. I kind of been a little busy today, setting up streams, doing that stuff. So I'll take a look at it. Some hits are gonna be questionable. Some are dirty. I just would like the refs to call it evenly. But thanks everybody for joining me. Good luck to the Devils fans. Good luck to the Oilers. Good luck to the Kings. Good luck to everybody's team. And I'll see you in the post game. So everybody have a good night. If anyone's interested in walking Joystick Junkies at 8 o'clock, me and Evan will be on talking Assassin's Creed Ghost of Tsushima. So if you like that sort of thing, check us out. If not, if you're just about hockey, just come check out the post game. Tommy Max says, "Go Devils! Boo! Boo!" But let's go Rangers. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I'll talk to y'all later.